Edgar, it's Frozen Friday. Are you cold?
It's always funny Friday, hey?
No, it's today's Frozen Friday.
I blame Dirk on this, we always have to dress up with something on Friday.
Yes, so you don't need masks to just this is the new look for the winter, isn't it?
You're overdoing it a bit, but I am getting a bit cold.
Well, it's getting down to some single digits overnight now, isn't it?
Yeah, it will get cold. 3 degrees, 2 degrees.
Yeah.
And certain parts you get frost. And outside of Toowoomba you get frost. Oki gets colder.
Well, like I said, I'm looking forward. It's such an unusual year, 2020, that it's got to snow in Toowoomba. That's what I'm looking at. I don't mind if it stays on the ground, but if it doesn't, I don't care. But as long as it snows.
The snow is good. Hey, welcome everyone. Hello everyone. Greetings from us to our morning chats. Yeah. So what do you want to talk about? Do I have to keep wearing this or can I take it off?
You can take it off, but it looks much better on.
No, I think...
he's going for it. He's going off. It doesn't last long, does it, Edgar? No, he can't stand it. But, there's a bet out there that I got told that if I can get you to wear a Hawaiian shirt, I'm going to win a bet. But there was nothing set about the bet.
How much is it worth?
That's what I said. There was no handshake. There was nothing.
We could split 50-50.
Exactly. But they just sort of said, if you can get Edgar into a Hawaiian shirt. So, I don't know. So
I think you need to talk to Tatiana. She's done doing my shopping.
But the thing that I love about some of the feedback that you're giving, and with the Bible study that we're doing every day too, a lot of the comments were about how much they love the daily gets together. Whether it's be the chats or the Bible studies, the daily connections that we have.
Yes.
It's almost like, the lockdown has actually introduced something new to church life that wasn't there before.
Yes.
Daily getting together.
Yes.
Daily having a message.
Yeah, how strange is that, hey?
Yeah.
But even within the family, so there's daily contact with the kids. Like there's daily contact with the people close to you because you're not always away. So
Yeah.
good. So...
Do you know, yesterday, talking about daily contacts, my kids, actually, we had FaceTime because they wanted to learn a particular card game that I still have from Germany. Do you remember Elveros?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So they remembered the game, but they didn't know how the rules go.
Yeah.
So here we were doing a FaceTime with the kind of like, they're playing the game and I'm telling them about the rule of the time. How about that?
Good. So you were playing online. Hey,
yeah.
It's good. But the daily, where I probably noticed it, we used to have, one prayer meeting with pastors a week. So we were doing that. But now we basically do 4.
Yeah.
Tuesdays and Thursdays, the pastors praying together for an hour.
Yeah.
And we're actually now praying. We've got used to Zoom. And then after that, it's a citywide prayer meeting.
Yeah.
And so that's a lot of time praying together with other people. And it does something. It actually bonds you together. It's like, it becomes actually beautiful times where the affection in your heart actually grows towards that person. I mean, you're coming together before God, and there's something happening when you're praying together. The Spirit of God comes, and the Bible talks about there's unity of the Spirit.
Yes.
The Spirit is actually...
And they were of one mind and one heart and all these sort of things, yes.
It is actually something supernatural, wonderful happening. And it's actually nice when love comes into your heart and you actually feel the love of someone else.
Yeah.
I mean, that's one of the secrets of church. That's what church makes beautiful and a life worth living. It's when you have this deep connection with other people and there's love there and peace.
The relationships.
Relationships.
Do you know, this is why I think it is so sad when people don't actually get it. They don't see it. They don't want that secret to be part of their life. Where church then becomes a clock in, clock out. It's like
and religious duty.
Well, not even a religious duty. It's all I mean, that was almost a different generation. Now it's almost like an optional extra.
Yeah.
It's like what else am I doing this weekend? Oh well, nothing. Well, maybe we can go to church.
Yeah.
And otherwise, there's something else that takes them here or there. and church becomes something that you can fit in if you're not doing something else.
Yeah.
Now-
Or you think when you're going to church, really all you want is a good message, so you want some input so you can keep living your life over there, while you're not just coming to church because a message is provided or an experience of God. The church is the message.
Well,
the church is
that's right.
The
Do you know, the thing is that these days we can go online and get a good message.
Yeah.
You know, you
Yes.
don't have to go to church there.
Yeah.
And in
That's-
lockdown, I'm pretty sure that many are sort of searching all of the wonderful messages that are out there.
Yeah, that's true.
But you don't get the relationship.
No. And we only really grow in relationship.
Yeah.
We can only serve one another. All the gifts that we have are actually meant to serve another person, isn't it? And so how can you do that without actually being in community?
And community requires a lot more than just showing up now and then. It's
Yes.
almost that daily
Yeah.
stuff we were talking about
And-
before, that connection that is repeated again and again, where you build something deeper than
Yes.
just a superficial,
Yeah.
oh, hi, I know your face, but sorry, what's your name? I've forgotten already. You know, when you dig deeper,
Yes.
the connections are there. You get to know the family, you
Yes.
get to know the troubles, you get to know the highs, you
Yeah.
get to know their life.
Yes. And, church sometimes actually is, you come together and it's always intense. You've got work to do, you do a Bible study, you do this, you do that, and it's always an agenda.
Yeah.
While actually community happens when you just hang out,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Yeah.
Relax, talking, chatting, being silly, going for coffee. That's really, that belongs to community.
Do you know, it's interesting that you say that, because sadly in our English language we have adopted a way of thinking of like time, that we say a waste of time, which
yeah.
when you're sitting down having
Yeah.
a chat and so that's a waste of time, because we're so productive.
Yeah.
We think that only the stuff, time is money and all this sort of stuff.
Yeah.
Whereas actually we don't talk about it as an investment of time. We
Yeah.
don't look at it this way, do
And
we?
I actually, and you could even say an investment in your own happiness.
Yeah.
Because I think I just read the book yesterday. It basically said, and scientists they're all unanimous about it. The most important determining factor for people's happiness is whether they're connected relationally and are in community and they're loving relationships.
So if that's scientific,
It's not money, it's not this, it's not that.
No.
It is actually community love.
Yeah.
And we are not really paying close attention to it.
so yet again, science is actually backing up or
The
defining
Bible.
what the Bible says.
Right, yes.
And wasn't it when the church started and God began, we're getting closer and closer to Pentecost, which is kind of like, the big celebration of the church's
The
birthday,
outpouring of the
right?
Holy Spirit,
Holy
yeah.
Spirit
Yeah.
came, the church began, and then you have this, in Acts chapter 2, you see what happened, and, everyone gathered around, thousands were baptized and came into it.
Yeah.
And then what was going on in the church? What did they do?
Yeah.
And so you have an interesting thing here in verse 46, right? The last two verses there, I'll just read of that chapter. And day by day, or daily, right?
Yes, yeah.
Not occasionally,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
day by day. It's a bit like our chats, aren't they?
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like
Day
the
by
morning
day.
chats with Edgar and Dirk here, day by day, attending the temple together and breaking bread in their homes. They received their food with glad and generous hearts, praising God and having favor. Now, here's something interesting. This day by day, right?
Yeah.
Praising God and having favor with all the people. And the Lord added to their number day by day, and repeat it again, day by day, those who were being saved.
Yeah.
There's something really important for God to work in growing a church that is connected to this daily, day by day, not occasionally.
Yeah. And I think there's another aspect to it is, how can you live a Christian life in modern Australia when everything is actually following another flow? There's a word, the TV programs, everyone, the talk, the values, everything is different. So how can you be different and live a godly life, live by different values, live by different norms? You can only live it in a community that is alike, where you can actually live out those values. And so I don't know whether you can say it in a positive way, but almost got to live it a little bit in a Christian bubble, somewhere in the day, daily. It's got to be a connection with other Christians where you share and encourage one another what is really important for you living for Jesus.
Do you know, I wonder whether we come out of this lockdown, whether we've learnt a couple of lessons of what is valuable, what is important for God and for us, and maybe let some of the other stuff go and bring the good stuff back in. And community, we've been living so much on ourselves. You know, it's all about me, myself, and I. Individualism, what can I go? Consumerism, materialism, all of this sort of stuff. And community has suffered again and again. You see all sorts of things closing down that had a community aspect to it, churches included. And maybe after all of this time, that we rediscover the value of each other and the connections to build those relationships and build community once again. That would be awesome.
Yeah, that would be awesome. Anyway, that's our encouragement for today. Frozen Friday.
Frozen Friday. I'm getting back. This is cold. Edgar, I think you need to put the fire on.
Oh, here we go.
Get the wood out. Hey. Oh, man, you've got a cold house. We've got to get the wood going.
So, what's the word? So, a daily connection.
Yeah, do it daily.
Daily connection.
Or
appreciate one another.
Don't dismiss the power of the daily connection. The power in the daily connection.
Amen. Anyway, that's our encouragement for today. We love you. We miss you. Greetings from us.
Bye.
Bye for now.